Use his traps to win. Exactly. And that's why she's the master.
あの遠野くんが、師匠が、
And that's
ポーカー
why
で負けたんですか？
and that's why what they and that's why he couldn't read her. Because she wasn't using any trap in any she wasn't doing any tricks.
声が大きいわよ、鹿島さん。すみません。
あの優が負けるなんて、信じられないぜ。
遠野先輩のマジックはプロ並みですよね。
What are you doing in the classroom? You're a first year.
しおり、マジックじゃなくてポーカーよ。
なんとかポーカーってマジックみたいなもんなんだろ？
What? No.
はい、そうです。
マジックの勝負で優が負けたってことかよ。
Yes.
遠野くんは心理戦もテクニックもすごいんです。負けるところなんて想像すらできません。でも負けたのよ、なごみさんに。なごみさんって確か遠野兄弟の親戚じゃなかった？はい、おばになります。昔お兄ちゃんと私は少しの間なごみおばさんのお世話になってて、お兄ちゃんはその時なごみおばさんに手品を教えてもらっていたんです。その方が2学期から風見学園の学園長になるんですか？つまり新学園長が師匠の師匠だったということですね。
You said master 3 times in that sentence.
それなら遠野先輩が負けるのも考えられますね。でも遠野はどうしてあんなに落ち込んでるの？今朝遠野に会った時、病人のように憔悴していたわ。
2次元目の前に保健室に行ったきりだし。
ポーカーで負けたこと、そんなにも落ち込むことなのでしょうか？それは仕方ないと思う。りっちゃん何か知ってるんですか？知ってます。言えませんけど。どうして？教えてよ、リツ。りっちゃん、私たち遠野くんを元気づけたいんですよ。どうして言えないのか、理由も教えてもらえないの？お兄ちゃんに昔のことは誰にも言うなって言われてるんです。遠野くんがそのようなことを。少し複雑な事情があるんです。お兄ちゃんが話していいって言うまでは私からは話せません。ごめんなさい。そんな水臭いわよ。
な、俺たちが力になれることはないのか？
すみません。
そっか。
遠野くん、大丈夫なんでしょうか
What's up? Everyone looks so serious. It was lunchtime. It was lunchtime. When I came back into the classroom after the nurse's office, everyone from active and negative were present.
遠野くん、ゆう、起きて平気？気分はもういいの？
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine now. Completely revived. I sat in my seat and took out the lunchbox Ritsu had made for me.
お兄ちゃん、本当に大丈夫なの？まだ顔色悪いよ。はい、私にもそう見えます。座るときちょっとふらついてたじゃない。私の目はごまかせないんだから。
where you don't want... Wait. I bet you guys are doing something similar where you don't want to tell anyone your darkest secret like Shino. I don't think they're on the same level. I don't think Shino is going through something... she might be going through something like Rika in fucking My Classic Cupid, you know? And that's why she doesn't want anyone to know. They were watching me closely.
いや、無理すんなよ。おとなしく放課後まで寝とけって。
私もそう思う。当の保健室に戻って。
I'm fine, really.
私も今度ばかりは先輩がそう言っても納得できません。
Looks like I was stuck. Everyone here was worried about me. Enough about me. All of you should worry about yourselves. There are only 2 weeks until your clubs are dissolved. You'd better come up with a solution so neither club has to be eliminated. I had to hold myself together too, for that matter. For the moment being, I was boxed in on all sides, with no way to overcome it.
ゆう、バカなこと言わないで。今は部のことよりユウの方が心配なのよ。そうです。遠野くんが体を壊してしまうようなことがあれば、私。
I kept telling them I was fine. They could be a real handful.
みんなで集まって状況を整理してたの。遠野くんの言う通り、私たちに残された時間は長くありません。せめてアイデアだけでもと思ったんだけどね。私たちだけじゃいい考えが浮かばなくって、お兄ちゃんがいないとダメだよねって話してて。リーダーである遠野先輩のことを心配していたというわけです。
Really?
なあ、ユウ。もし仮にの話だけど、小学生制度がなくなったら、ユウ、どうするつもりだ？
Good question. I would either transfer to a school the academy recommended to me, or maybe I would look for a more physically demanding type of job that could bring in more money. So that's what I'm saying. Except that you don't need to look for a more physically demanding job. You just keep your job and just work more. Like, that would certainly make my life much more difficult than it already was.
そんなことしたらお兄ちゃん体壊しちゃうよ。そうよ、ユウ。ダメ。そんなのダメよ。そんな無茶するくらいなら、昨日なごみさんが言ってた。
What job? What? Would that job be enough? I mean, he has to take care of both him and his sister. I mean, his restaurant job is already enough. Like, Hibiki, there are some concessions I can't make. Please understand.
You.
Everyone fell silent. Looks like I'd soured the mood. Sorry. On second thought, I'll eat outside. Sorry to be a nuisance. I waved to everyone, then and headed toward the hallway.
遠野くん。行ってしまいましたね。
参ったな。あんなユウ見たのは初めてだ。
Cafe don't pay much. You can always get a raise.
ねえ、リツ。できる範囲でいい。事情を話してくれない？このままじゃ私たち何もできずに終わっちゃう。
Probably for food and necessity, but not for a place. Well, yeah. But, you know, how do you explain how he's able to afford the place he's living in currently? afford, quote unquote. He didn't buy the house, but, you know.
遠野と律のことを見殺しにするのと同じことよ。私からもお願いします。りっちゃん、力にならせてください。お願い、律。私からもお願いします。ちょっと、やめてよみんな。やめないわ。リツが話してくれるまで何回でもお願いする。困っちゃったな。お兄ちゃんが話したくないことって、私にとってもあまりいい思い出じゃなくて。でも私、響、ストップ。無理やり聞き出すのは良くないわ。ナギ、ごめん。
He really is worst of the worst.
話したくないこと、誰にだってあるもんね。
Hang on. That's the wrong one. Nagiko's already third. I can't... I would have put her up more if... But yeah, she's already third.
ごめんね、響ちゃん。とにかく、現状で言えることは、状況は芳しくないということですね。それでも何とかしないと、このままじゃみんなバラバラよ。私たちにできることをよく考えましょう。
俺たちにできること、何かあるはずですよね。
それと、私たちがやるべきことはもう一つ。遠野を元気にすること、よね。ナギの言う通りね。ユウがあんなんじゃ、何してもうまくいかないわ。問題は、遠野を元気づける方法なんだけど。悩みは人それぞれで、遠野くんの悩みは、遠野くんにしかわからないのでしょう。けれど、私も遠野くんに元気になってもらいたいです。鹿島さん。はい。提案があるの。私と手を組んでくれない？ユウの取り合いは一旦中止にしましょう。私たちで争っている場合じゃないわ。このままじゃどっちの部も廃部になっちゃう。それにユウがどんどんユウじゃなくなっていっちゃう。小日向さん、まずはユウに元気になってもらいましょう。それからユウに青春を楽しんでもらう。それはあなたも望むことだと思うけど、どう？そうですね。今の辛そうな遠野くんは見ていられませんもの。わかりました。協力します。ありがとう。いや、小日向さん。そんな急に抱きつかれたら。親愛の証よ。仲良くやりましょう。普通は握手じゃないんですか？女の子同士なんだから、気にしない気にしない。そんなところ触らないでください。
I don't think this is the time for stereotypical anime nonsense, alright?
ナギ、しおり、神楽坂。そういうわけだから、あなたたちも協力してちょうだい。ええ、私は元よりそのつもり。小日向先輩がそう言うなら。
俺も親友のために一肌脱いでやるぜ。
That's sexual assault? Yeah, that was actually sexual assault, alright? Not the one... Not when you did it to Hibiki. Other than it being an accident, you know, she did like it.
協力するのはいいんだけど、響どうするつもり？
リツ。何？リツにも協力してほしいことがあるの。私、響ちゃんたちに何も話せないよ。それはもう聞かないわよ。言いたくないことがあるのは私もわかるから。リツにお願いしたいことっていうのはね、耳貸して。お。私がそんなことやるの？どう？お願いできる？
If we didn't hear it, I'll fill in the gap. We want you to fuck your brother. Wait, no. I'm home. I wrapped up the late shift and finally made it home for the day. Ritsu, are you still up?
お帰りなさいませ、兄上。
Not the twin tails again. Whoa! My sister practically jumped out to greet me the moment I walked through the door. What's gotten into you?
だってお兄ちゃん、今日は体調悪そうだったし。
So she wears a green bra. Sports bra, probably. I don't know. The straps are a little too big for a regular bra, you know?
てっきり深夜シフトはやめるって思ってたのに。
I can't skip work just because I feel a little under the weather. As long as it brings in a paycheck, I couldn't stop working. That was my motto.
夕ご飯食べちゃった？お兄ちゃんの分のカレーすぐ温めてあげるけど。
Sorry. I got by with my employee meal.
そうなんだ。ちゃんと食べてるならいいよ。
Do you mind sticking it in the fridge for me? I'll eat it for lunch on Sunday or something.
あれ？お兄ちゃん、日曜の昼もシフト入れてなかったっけ？
I switched with Murakami at her request. I didn't have school on Sunday either. I could take the whole day off. I could take the whole day to think about what I was going to do next.
それは好都合。
What is?
いえいえ、こっちの都合ですよ、マイ兄。それじゃ、早くお風呂に入って疲れを流してきて。
You pushed me on the back. You're scheming something, aren't you?
はははは。
What?
そんなことまるでナッシングですよ。
My sister's flubbed all the way through that reply. My sister flubbed all the way through that reply. This was clearly suspicious. You're too transparent. I can tell without using my abilities. So, what are you hiding?
隠してないよ。何にも隠してないから。
Little sister.
何？
Look me in the eye. Only one though. Look right at me. Come closer. Since you won't look me in the eye, I assume you are hiding something.
違うってば、近いの恥ずかしいの。
We're siblings. There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
恥ずかしいものは恥ずかしいの。
She shook me off.
落ち着いて、ちゃんとしないと。
Do what right?
なんでもないってば。私のことはいいから、早くお風呂行きなさい。あ、久しぶりに背中流してあげよっか。
Ah! I politely yet firmly decline. The sister of mine had such a brother complex. That was a close call. I put on a t-shirt I'd substituted for pajamas, wiped down my hair with a bath towel, and came back to my room. I nearly drowned in the bath. When I came to, I had fallen asleep in the tub. The tension must have left me all at once. My mood had drastically improved, though. Alright, I have to do plenty of exam prep. I got myself psyched up and got my notes and textbook out of my bag when... Oh, Ritsu, when did you come in? There was only one way into this room.
さっきまで、ユウの妹はベッドの中に隠れてたんだよ
Of course she was. What is this girl doing?
気づかなかったでしょ
If you needed something, come talk to me like a normal person. We were family after all.
お兄ちゃん、マッサージしてあげるよ疲れがバッチリ取れるから
Huh? No, I'm about to study.
兄は頑張りすぎ体調の悪い日くらい休むの
My sister confiscated my textbook straight out of my hands.
ほら、ベッドに横になって、お兄ちゃん今なら私の残り顔堪能できるよ
What?
Come on! 兄、come on!
Ritsu tugged on my right arm. What kind of brother do you take me for? Did she think I was that kind of pervert? I was some kind of pervert? I was easygoing when it came to Ritsu, however, and laid on my bed like she asked. It may as well play along just a little.
では、お兄ちゃん、脱いでください。
No! She had sat down next to me and looked serious. Pardon?
だから、脱ぐのです。
Why? There's nothing wrong with wearing a t-shirt.
直接触った方が効果あるの。さあ、脱いで脱いで。
Then who?
その変な T シャツを。
Huh? This one's weird too. Customer had called my favorite t-shirt tacky the last time too. What a bummer.
いいから脱げー
Wait, she has striped tights. Hey. My brother and sister tangled together on top of a bed. From an outsider's perspective, this would look downright scandalous.
お兄ちゃん、抵抗しないで脱がせられない
Then some tried to stick your hand up my shirt. Grappling with my sister late at night. It was more like a pro wrestling match, but her soft spots were hitting me like crazy. I get it. I'll undress myself.
最初からそうしてくれればいいんだよ。兄は妹の言うことを聞くものなの。それが常識なの。
In what world is that common sense, man? Left with no choice, I took my t-shirt off.
お兄ちゃんって結構筋肉質なんだね。
Physical labor does go into being a waiter.
脱いだらすごいんだ。
She patted away at my back with her tiny palm. It took it a little, but I kept my cool.
お兄ちゃんの肌綺麗でスベスベなんだね。ごくり。
No! Hey, did you just gulp?
まさかそんなこと。ごくり。
She was totally swallowing. Yikes. My little sister was scary. Seriously, could we hurry it up already?
いえ、じっくりネチネチと攻めます。
Don't pester me at all. I desperately tried to get things back on track, but we took a turn for the worse. I could cry.
しゃい。しゃい。
Ritsu straddled me and began to push her thumbs into both of my shoulders. Oh, this felt great. Impressive. Ritsu sure knew all of my right spots.
どうお兄ちゃん。
It feels great.
もっと強くしてもいい？
Sure, go for it.
しゃい。しゃい。
Oh, that's a spot. I unintentionally raised my voice. It didn't have the same effect when I did. But it felt incredible for another person to rub and release the tension in my shoulders.
よかった。しゃい。
It didn't have the same effect when I did it. Yeah.
いっぱい気持ちよくなってね、お兄ちゃん。
That line could be seen as problematic. And the rest of this can't? What do you mean?
それにしても、お兄ちゃんの体カチカチなんだけど。
Am I?
あ、凝ってるって意味じゃなくてね。男の子なんだなーって思って。背中も広いし、手も大きくって。よいしょ。小さい頃とは違うんだなーって。
Well, yeah, of course I am. Oh, that spot feels nice.
じゃあ、ここ、重点的に。しょい。
Then again, the girl's strength wasn't quite enough. It occasionally tickled. Hmm?
お兄ちゃん、気持ちいい？
Yeah, ridiculously good. Ridiculously good. Ritsu was acting strangely. You think?
お兄ちゃんの体、温かいよ。お風呂上がりで、ちょっと汗ばんでて、すっごい、エッチ。
Hey, Ritsu.
いいの？ここがいいんだよね。お兄ちゃん。
And you said Shiori was first, Dexter. I can't believe it.
お兄ちゃんの気持ちいいところ、覚えちゃった。ふひひ。
No!
お兄ちゃん。
Stop! Your voice sounds awfully lewd to me. I wish she wouldn't get so worked up over me. Hmm? Oh. She came and then passed out. Ritsu?
お兄ちゃん。
Ritsu had fallen asleep and was peacefully snoozing on my back. Went to all this trouble when you were, just as tired. I gently slid her off my back, careful not to disturb her. My little sister was asleep, utterly at peace. Indescribable emotions well up inside me. Makes sense. You have it rough too. I'm just being stubborn. Ritsu was terrible at studying, but she made up for it by giving it everything she had. Not only that, She took over most of the housework in my stead. I'm sorry, Ritsu. I'm sorry for being such a stupid brother. I quietly pushed the bags away from her eyes. Another year and a half. A year and a half, and I'll graduate. Once that happens, I could be completely independent. I would be a full-fledged working adult. I could bring in more money and support Ritsu. When I do, I want you to lead a fun life. Enjoy your youth to the fullest. As hard as you can. Enough for the both of us.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃんも青春しようよ。
She muttered, as if she were responding to what I'd said. Sleep talking, huh? Even in your dreams, you... I smiled wryly. Sweet dreams, Ritsu. I put a summer blanket over Ritsu and quietly left the room. I would do what Ritsu asked and rest for the remainder of the... I would do what Ritsu asked and rest for the remainder of the evening. Guess I have to sleep in the living room. Looks like I was sleeping on the sofa tonight. I stayed up all night in the living room until Sunday morning. So much for sleep, bro. You couldn't sleep in her room? Well, her bed would have been too small. And also, it's a girl's bedroom. Because it's his sister's bedroom. And they don't have they don't have the assets for her room. That's saved for her route, you know. I had work later that evening. As such, I had planned on taking my time during daylight hours to consider the future. But not again. See, this is what I'm saying, Kong, right? If Hibiki was really so bothered by him groping her, she wouldn't do it again. She wouldn't let him, she wouldn't give him the opportunity to do it again. I was racing around town, riding on the back of my childhood friend's bike. How would things turn out like this? Hey, Hibiki. Where are we going? Alright, let me rephrase. What are you after? I wasn't talking about your life goals. She couldn't keep up a conversation, could she? Right, morning, Hibiki. Hibiki barged in unannounced around the time I finished breakfast and returned to my bedroom. I couldn't exactly say I was surprised. Her routine was a scary thing. She's done this how many times? For him to get used to it? What? Because I could? Oh, look, all you need to do is get here before anyone's awake. Maybe like 6 a.m. Maybe 5:30 is a safer time. Also, he has a little sister, so it would have been the little sister's job. And also, MC didn't really sleep, because he can't really sleep on the couch. Sorry, Hibiki, I have no idea what you're talking about. She was barking up the wrong tree if she expected me to be traditional. Okay. Watch out for heat stroke. Take care, watch out for heat stroke.
大丈夫よ。水分補給をちゃんとするから。それじゃ、またね。
Yeah.
あんたも来るのよ。
No! Why? So she can be groped again from behind. I mean, you kidnapped me without giving me a chance to send Ritsu a message.
大丈夫よ。リツも合流するから。
Huh? Does Ritsu know what we're doing?
知ってるわよ。
Yeah, this is all part of the plan.
ユウに水着見せるんだって張り切ってたわ。
What? But she's already shown off her swimsuit when they fucking volunteered to pick up trash on the beach. Swimsuit? Why to me? Because she's a brocon. Where we headed to the beach or something?
よかったわね。かわいい妹に懐かれて。
Oh, so use a brocon for being compassionate about his sister, but when she's siscon, but when she's a brocon, she's just a compassionate little sister. I could feel the prickliness in how you said that.
ねえユウ、一応聞くけど、あんたたち変なことになってないでしょうね。
She wishes. Ritsu, I mean, not Hibiki. Hibiki would get jealous. Huh? What do you mean, funny?
あんたがリツに欲情してないかってことよ。
Why don't you ask Ritsu if she's attracted to him? No way in hell.
ならいいけど、ちゃんとまっとうな兄してるのね。
Of course I am. What do you take me for? She'll only be the second route, and only because you can't choose her route until you pick another character's route.
はいはい、わかったわよ。あんたたちは仲のいい普通の兄弟、そういうことよね。
That's all it is.
でもスキンシップが肩なのよね。
That's just her. What are you talking about?
間違っても私の時みたいに気軽に胸揉まないように。
I won't rub them. I seriously won't. Unless, you know. Unless. What? I couldn't help but think back to that moment, and I wish he hadn't brought it up.
あんたじゃなかったら通報してるところだからね。優しい幼馴染に超絶感謝しなさいよ。
It's also because she likes you, and that's why she didn't mind it. She got embarrassed because it was so sudden, but that's all. Stop having me ride behind you then. You forcing me to ride this bike was what caused that to happen in the first place.
いやよ。
She rejected my suggestion immediately. At least let me be in front then.
それも嫌。
She wouldn't get in at all. Give in at all. Close to sexual assault. What? I already told you why it isn't.
私が前で、ユウが後ろ。ずっとそうしてきたじゃない。
Yeah, you'll be the big spoon and she's the little spoon.
あんたは黙って私の後ろをついてくればいいの。
You're as manly as ever. Share some of that strength with Shinji.
はい、自転車はここまでよ。
No, that's why he's scared of her. We were near the station ticket gate, and over there were.
トーノくん、おはようございます。
おっせ、我が親友。
My classmates Kashima and Shinji.
おはようトーノ。
Oh!
少しは顔色良くなったみたいね。
Hang on a minute.
おはようございます。
What the
トーノ
fuck?
先輩。
I still haven't forgiven her for the VTuber shit, but damn. Pato and Hiragi, members of the active, were also present. Hibiki said we were meeting up with Ritsu later as well. What's going on? Why are you all here? Are we holding a countermeasure meeting later or something?
違うわよ。せっかくの休日なのよ。
What do you mean we? I can guarantee all of you have had all of you have days off on the fucking Sunday.
そんな後ろ向きなことするより楽しいことしましょう。
You is the only one who works out of the group and also is the only one who studies? I guess. As diligently, let's just say. No. Was that really the best use of our time? They were being way too carefree. Because they're trying to enjoy their youth.
まあまあ、遠野くん。悩んでいれば、いい答えが出るというものでもありません。
You have a point, but still.
今日だけは何もかも忘れて、皆さんで泳いで楽しみましょう。
With that, Kashima presented a chic-looking tote bag. It looked like a brand name item, but without a tasteless design. So we are going for a swim in the ocean.
Hi.
It wasn't one of my favorite activities. I'll pass. I didn't bring my swimsuit anyway. No, don't worry, Ritsu Ritsu already did that.
問題ないわ。私が買ってきてあげたわよ。
Why are you the one bringing it? At least it makes sense if Ritsu does. She's his sister. Why are you bringing it? Don't do that. At least tell me in advance.
それじゃあサプライズにならないじゃない。見て見て。ピッチピチの真っ白のブリーフよ。
Excuse me? And you chose the worst pair possible? Like hell I would wear those.
しおり、ユウがわがまま言うから説得してきて。
Why would you ask Shiori? At least Nagiko can be forceful about it, and he might be into it. I mean...
小日向先輩がそう言うなら。
Hiragi took the bag from Hibiki.
遠野先輩、旅の恥はかき捨てと言いまして。
Excuse me? She held out the shopping bag with the white swimsuit inside. We're not going away on a trip. This is the beach in our hometown.
問題ありません。行くのは海水浴場ではなく、風シのプールです。
The Kazami Sea Paradise, or Kazashi for short. Kazami City's greatest integrated leisure facility. Kazashi is only 10 minutes away by express train. You can't call that a trip.
確かに。
Hiragi nodded firmly.
では、県外のプールでこれを履きましょう。注目の的、間違いなしです。
That's why he doesn't want to wear them. Are you that eager to see me wear this? Stop being so fixated on briefs. It's not a trip. Anyway, I'm really not in the mood for that today. I was cut off mid-sentence.
遠野。
Kado whispered into my ear from behind me.
水着なら私がちゃんとしたの買ってあげる。
See? I told you Nagiko would have been a better way, but would have been better at convincing him. This isn't the way I expected it, but, you know, there's a reason she's third.
だから、ここは付き合って。みんな、お前が心配なのよ。その気持ちを汲んでやって。
They planned all this for me. I've been pretty down in the dumps lately.
よかったわね。いい友達がいっぱいいて。
She lightly smacked me on the shoulder. I could feel heat radiating from within my chest. If you say so, Kaido. Bro, he's fucking.
ヒイラギの真似のつもり？似てる。そうでしょうか。私はもっとやる気なさげに言いますけど。
Show some enthusiasm. She was aware of it?
やべ、もうすぐ急行来るぞ。
Well, yeah. See, here's the thing with Shiori, right? She saves her social battery for her VTubing shit, right? That's why she's so apathetic, not monotone. Introvert? No. She doesn't talk a lot in real life. IRL.
大変、切符を買わないと。鹿島さん、あんたスコカ持ってないの？
She saves it behind doors. Exactly.
スコカって何ですか？
Sakoka. Oh, well, it'd be Sukoka. Huh? Russell. She didn't know about Sukoka cards in this day and age? Well, yeah, she's rich. She doesn't need the fucking budget-friendly option. Everyone looked at Kashima like she had some kind of protected, like she was some kind of protected species.
皆さん急にどうしたんですか？鹿島さん、遠出した時は今までどうしてたのよ。そういう時は基本運転手さんの車で。
Yeah, she doesn't go by train. She fucking drives everywhere. Did she say chauffeur? Russell. Are you serious? I don't think rich girls like that existed outside of manga. Yeah, rich girls like that don't exist outside of, especially in Japan. They don't exist outside of eroge.
びっくりね。
I guess visual novels, because this isn't eroge part.
もしかして鹿島さんって家では。あら、何をしてますの？早くケーキを持っていらっしゃいですわ。
Hang on, she's not a himedere, right?
とか言ってたりして。
That's why everyone's so flabbergasted that she fucking doesn't have a skier card. a suck card.
そんなこと言わないですよ。本当かしら？
I do think that would be out of character for her. She was raised right, alright? It's not like she was raised by the shitty rich parents that don't really care about their kid and only really needed a kid to inherit their business and like spoils the shit out of them until they realize that they made a mistake by spoiling the shit out of them while they were young. So now they're an entitled brat who doesn't really know how to do business. You know, her parents actually instilled good morals into her. I couldn't exactly deny the possibility, however. It sounded like she had butlers and stuff at home.
ねえ鹿島さん、さっきのセリフちょっと試しに言ってみてくれない？さっきのって。
It's Suika. I was like, Sukiya doesn't sound right because I was thinking of the game, but they're referencing the fucking Suika cards that you can just you can put money on and then easily like go through the train station without having to buy a ticket.
私が言ったセリフよ。覚えてるわよね？覚えてますけど。あら、何をしてますの？早くケーキを持っていらっしゃい。ですわ。
The frames drop dramatically when this pops up.
なるほどね。
This is nice in its own way. Mai and Hibiki's eyes meet. Hibiki's eyes met, and we nodded to each other.
なんですか？
おい、もうホームに電車来たっぽいぞ。
How do you know that? You're not even in the station.
今はそんな話をしてる場合じゃないわね。急ぎましょう。
That's why you were so confused about the Suica card. I mean, suck card, whatever their version of it is.
風し行きは階段を上がった反対側のホームよ。
みんな、ダッシュだ。
But like, I do want a Himedera. I just want a Himedera in this game.
私は赤島さんと一緒にスコカ買うから、みんなは先に行っちゃって。
Yeah, Sukoka. Yep.
ご面倒をおかけします。
遠野、柊、私たちも。
カイドウ先輩がそう言うなら。
Roger. Who? Kata led the way and we raced through the ticket gate and up the stairs. Oh crap. Said... No! Not again! Why the fuck? Don't you dare fucking fall over again, Nagiko. Senpai's skirt had flipped up and I could see her underwear. A replay of the other day. They referenced it too. As a gentleman, I'd better not look.
遠野、ちゃんと前を向かないと危ないわよ。
That's impossible right now. All I could do was give a vague reply. Just stare at her legs, you know? Never mind. When all was said and done, we rushed onto the train. The train was super crowded, given that it was a holiday. There were other people around our age chatting amongst one another, but they don't have sprites, so they aren't important. I wondered why. That was the part where I originally would have grumbled brutal ages ago. Yeah, at the start of the visual novel. Strangely enough, I didn't feel that way, doing that today. I didn't feel that doing that today. I didn't feel like doing that today.
お兄ちゃん。おいっす。
She's wearing the same swimsuit. I don't know why she wanted the MC to see her swimsuit. Like she's wearing the same swimsuit that she was at the fucking beach. The better version of the MC. I mean, they already say youth enough times. I'm at least he hasn't said brutal as many times as he used to. And by used to, I mean the first episode of the first VOD. Wow, it looks so different. I headed to the poolside first to find Ritsu there in her swimsuit. Now, who I want to see in a swimsuit, who we haven't seen in a swimsuit yet. You see that name and you see the first name right there? I want to see Kika in a swimsuit, bro. He didn't get to wear one last time. She just showed up. We didn't even know her name then. Don't... How did she pronounce it?
Oisu.
Yeah, don't oisu. Don't hire me. You were planning on bringing me here the whole time, weren't you? Why didn't you say anything? I questioned my little sister.
逆に聞くけど、正直に言ったら兄は来てくれた？
I would have hightailed it to the library first chance I got.
妹は狙った兄のハートは逃がさない。
What? Ritsu posed her right hand in the shape of a pistol and pointed it straight at my chest. He aimed there of all places?
今日一日、私と青春しようぜ。
No, that's meant to be Hibiki's job. You're meant to be the cute little sister who cares about her brother, but not that much.
バキュン、ズキュン、ドキュン。
Whoosh. I dodged the imaginary bullets with magnificent backsteps.
こら、逃げないの。おとなしく妹にハートを撃ち抜かれなさい。
No way.
なんで？ほらほら、私水着だよ。
What about it?
胸とかグッとくるでしょ。
Why? What do you mean? As your brother, I'm moved to tears. Not much in the way of curves. It was depressing, actually. What do you mean? What do you mean? And here I was giving him the benefit of the doubt of not being a siscon. I was mistaken, apparently. Should seeing my little sister in a swimsuit have an effect on me? It's the same swimsuit as last year at that. That's not what I meant, and you know it. She was trying to make me sound like the bad guy. But oh my god. Ritzy pulled up her fist, winding up for a punch, but kind of grabbed her arm from behind. I mean, we've already seen all of them in swimsuits. It's not... But like, you know... It's a different story when I like Nagiko more than I did last time I saw her in a swimsuit, you know?
私たちのような体型はこれからです。今後に期待しましょう。
Ritsu wept into Hiragi's chest.
その、離れて。
I mean, she is slightly bigger than Ritsu.
頑張ろうね。一緒に頑張ろうね。
律がそう言うなら。
Because like, if Ritsu's an A, then Shiori would be a B. I think the localizers took a bit of creative liberty in that sentence. The Itty Bitty Titty Committee was formed.
Oi, you.
I looked toward the voice. I found Shinji hiding underneath the shade of a tree with no nipples. What's up, Shinji? Care to join us? Come and join us. Come and join us. Why did that take so long? That would be a good fit name. The Itty Bitty Titty Committee. I mean, like, I guess if the CG, if the CG for this VOD, if there is one, was fitted, I called out to him. Shinji crossed his arms into an X. Huh? Why? Yeah, well, yeah, there would be when you go to a public pool. This guy was something else. Maybe I could take this opportunity to do something about his aversion to women. Better drag him out into the sun, even if I had to do it by force. Hey, Hibiki, help me drag Shinji over. Wait, huh? Where's Hibiki?
あら、そういえば、小日向さんいませんね。私たちより先に更衣室からは出たんですが。
ここにいるの分からなかったのかな。
スマホは置いてきた上にこの人混みじゃ。もしかして妙な輩に絡まれたりして。
I mean, like, that was my first thought too, Nagiko.
どんどん不安になってきたわ。私、迷子センターに行ってくる。
No, please wait. I stopped my overly protective senpai in her tracks. Why don't we split up and look for her? Let's meet up back here in 10 minutes, regardless of if you find her or not.
はい、わかりました。遠野先輩の指示に従います。
私、視力 2.0 だからすぐ見つけられるよ。
Isn't 2010 vision bad? I forgot the reason why 2020 is a thing, right? But
私が見つけてあげるからね、響。
Hey, that goes for you too, Shinji. Look for Hibiki back here in 10 minutes. I called out to Shinji, who formed a big O with his arms. How? It looks like he was on board. Now then, where did my childhood friend wander off to? I walked along the side of the pool in search of Hibiki. Is this CG time? When?
違うわよ。あんたたち、さてはにわかね
Never mind, it's just...
グーガの変身ポーズは、こうよこうお姉ちゃんかっけ
He's playing with kids.
ーねえねえ、ヤギとやって、ヤギと
My childhood friend was having an enthusiastic chat with some children about transformation special effects. What in the world is she doing? That took the wind right out of me. Hey, little lost Hibiki.
誰が迷子よって言うじゃない。ちょうどよかったわ。
No.
グーガの変身ポーズってこうよね。
Like I'd know. I put back at Hibiki, who had used her long, slender limbs to the fullest, striking a signature pose.
姉ちゃん、その人誰？
Why did you do... Hang on a minute. I mean, like, I know that it's the same sprite as last time, but, like, why would she do up her hair? Logically speaking, why would she do up her hair when she's fucking swimming? When it was down already? Right, like, it would make sense if it was already styled in the same way, but, like, the logic doesn't work anymore. The explanation doesn't work.
ねえねえ、ヤギとやってヤギと
These kids were totally unfazed. Your Onin-chan likes those who hold strong convictions.
この人はね、お姉ちゃんの幼馴染よ。幼馴染？
It means we've been together since we were about your age. She crouched down to their eye level as she spoke. They looked between us with amazement. Talk about cute. Had Hibiki and I known each other for that long?
ゆう、この子たち迷子なんだって。
I see. The same as you then.
私は面倒を見てたの。迷子はこの子たちだけよ。
Well, that's fine then.
じゃあって言うな。
Would it be best for you, if you took them to the Lost Child Center? It would obviously be out of the question to look for some stranger in this crowd.
すぐ来てくれるかしら。
It would be pointless to stick around here for no reason.
心配だな。
Hibiki looked uneasy as she glanced at the children. She wore an expression I had only seen her make once. The face of the girl that had dragged me out of the darkness. I looked up at the sky. I guess it was ultimately my fate to not hold a candle to you. Hibiki, take these kids to the Lost Child Center. I didn't sneeze. I'll join you, and we'll stay with them until their parents show up. A smile rapidly spread across Hibiki's face.
さすが私の幼馴染ね。
Ow! She slapped me as hard as she could on my bare back.
兄ちゃん弱え。
No, she's just violent.
誰が乱暴なのよ。グーガハラパンチ。
What kind of superhero punches you? What kind of superhero punches you in the gut? I narrowly dodged Hibiki's short punch. Her brutal fist hurtled through the air.
何を言う。女の子に好き放題言っちゃって。 いい？そこの2人も覚えておきなさい。男の子はね、好きな女の子にはわざと意地悪をするものなのよ。
What? No.
なんだ兄ちゃん、お姉ちゃん好きなのかよ。
No. Hibiki's just a childhood friend. One I can't get rid of.
素直になればいいのに。
でしょ？
Hey, Hibiki, don't brainwash innocent children. That's the job of the parents. I brought the children to the Lost Child Center with Hibiki. It wasn't until half an hour later that the children started to get upset and were on the verge of tears. A young man and woman turned up and thanked us. We said goodbye to the children, who were all smiles, and left the Lost Child Center.
よかったわね。すぐ両親見つかって。
Hibiki and I stuck just our legs into the pool to cool off. Yeah, I thought they were meant to meet up in 10 minutes.
何よ、気のない返事ね。嬉しい時は笑いなさいよ。
Hibiki, did you not notice?
Huh?
Those parents earlier probably weren't their real parents.
どういうこと？
When they came to pick them up, they reacted just like I would have back in the day. The boy went to their mother and the girl went to the father. They hadn't gone to both of their attention. They hadn't gone to both of their for both of their attention. To both for their attention. If I had to bet, they had each immediately gone to their real parent for attention. That odd? Not really. It's like stepmom, stepdad. You know. I think those parents were remarried with children from previous marriages. It was what had happened with Ritsu and me. I could tell because we were alike.
また嫌なこと思い出しちゃったの？
Hibiki's expression grew murky. I shook my head. If anything, it's a good thing Ritsu and I became family. If it weren't for Ritsu and my stepfather, I'm sure I would have been much more out of control otherwise. I would have been harassed by those cold-hearted relatives of mine. I was very lucky to have met Ritsu and my stepfather when I did.
Oi! You!
Ritsu not blood-related safe? Well, of course she isn't blood-related. But, like, it's never a plot point. The fact that the sister and brother aren't blood-related. Right? Take, like, Riddle Joker, for example. It's never... It's never, like... Oh... It's never a plot point that they aren't actually siblings. I mean, like, it is once the other people find out that they're dating, but, like... Whoa, what is it? She suddenly shouted in my ear.
せっかくの水着美少女幼馴染が隣にいるっていうのに。なんでそんなに暗い顔してうつむいてんのよ。
Because he's already seen you in a swimsuit. Don't call yourself gorgeous.
何よ、ユウは私が可愛くないっていうの？
I do think you're cute. I admitted that. She was so cute that I sometimes wondered if it was okay for someone like me to be a childhood friend.
そうなんだ。
Don't get embarrassed by your own question. He was going to make me embarrassed too.
ああ、もう調子狂うわね。
Yeah, but gorgeous and cute are different things, alright? You're the one who brought it up.
こうなったら勝負よ。
I had no idea what she was talking about. But either way, she had always been competitive. It would probably be just be an extension of some game.
そこの競技用プールで早く泳げた方の勝ちよ。
Sure, I guess. I wasn't in the mood to lose to a girl.
私 私が勝ったら
I'm not joining the active. I want her up front.
じゃあ私の水着画像をユウのスマホの待ち受けにして
Uh-huh.
わざと負けるなんてのはなしよ
Wait, would that make me look shady? No? What do you mean? It's not like you're gonna be taking a scandalous photo of her in this fucking swimsuit. It's not like you're gonna be creeping behind her and taking a photo of her in a swimsuit. She's gonna be staring at the camera that you will be taking a picture of her with, and then setting it as your fucking phone background. Obviously, it won't look like anything. It won't look like anything weird. I wouldn't be able to show my phone screen to anyone. Oh, that part is true. That was asking too much of me.
ユウが勝ったらあの白い水着をプレゼントするわ
Why would you? That's a bad present. That's a bad prize. How's that supposed to be an incentive? It would be odd. I mean, yeah, because they're not dating. It would be, especially if he had to keep the phone back. Especially if he had to keep that phone background while he was dating someone else. But like, you know, this match had practically nothing positive in it for me.
よーいスタート
Hey, Hibiki jumped into the pool with what was more or less a false start. He doesn't pull any punches when a match is on the line. He even cheats! Wow. Still, this much of a handicap would be a piece of cake. I jumped into the pool after her. I spotted Hibiki several meters ahead. He was pretty far off. In comparison, I wasn't pumping out as much speed as I'd expected. Maybe I wasn't in as good of a physical shape as I thought. Crap! I had to do something, or else I would lose. MC, you're not fit. Hang on, MC is fit, bro. He's a fucking waiter. He has to be fit. Oh! I put as much strength as I could muster into my flutter kicks. Flutter kick. No! He fucking cramped! Just then, both of my legs cramped up hard. No!
私の勝ち一番
Waiter can be not fit. I don't think you understand. Those plates be heavy, alright? And especially if he got multiple on a tray. Bro, how could his legs be the ones that gave out? He is up all day, walking around and shit, carrying around... Not... Okay, I might be exaggerating a bit on how heavy the plates are. But, like, he's walking around all day, right? Carrying around shit, right? Just, like, how could he cramp fucking swimming?
さあユウ約束通りあんたのスマホの待ち受けは
And both legs, right? It's not one, it wasn't just one, it was both of them. Swimming way different to walking. I mean, yeah, I know, I swim too.
あれいない
I'm a lot better at swimming than running, let's just say.
小日向先輩
He's drowning, that's why.
響きやっと見つけた心配したんですよよかったです
あとはお兄ちゃんだね。
あいつ10分経っても戻ってこねえし。
He's dead, he's fucking drowning, bro. You'll never see him again.
ミイラになりやがって。
言うならさっきまで私と一緒に泳いでたはずなんだけどいないじゃない皆さん今プールの真ん中で溺れかけている方が遠野先輩に限りなく似ているのですが
似てるんじゃなくてお兄ちゃんだよ。
What? Yeah, what's that? There's a floating corpse in the water that looks like looks like you.
遠野くん
ユウ今助けるぞ
No, I don't want you to save him.